The show is brought to you by 420 VIPs. Welcome to the Patriot Angle Podcast, a podcast unfiltered, unscripted, raw. Your host, Mike. Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey guys, welcome. Had some technical difficulties. Welcome. Basically, guys, welcome to another episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast. Folks, we are back on Facebook, it seems. It seems that they are not shadow banning us at all. So, with that being said, welcome to a special edition to the Facebook Live section of the podcast, which, by the way, guys, will be uploaded later on this evening on all major platforms such as Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, Podbay.fm, and our new friends at Breaker.audio. Guys, this podcast is growing at crazy amount of rates. So check us out, guys. As you can see, we are in Tampa, Florida, folks. Tampa, Florida. And we have a special type of live show tonight going on. Basically, I am letting you, the listener, come on my show, voice your opinion. It is Open Mic Thursday. So, come on the show. Get on my show. It's free. Love to hear your feedback. Folks, we have a heated show today. A very, very heated show. Okay? With that being said, welcome to tonight's show. Like I said, tonight is Open Mic Thursday. So you, the listener, can join this feed. Okay? Come on. Let me know what's going on. You know, what's troubling you. Maybe it's the COVID restrictions, the lockdowns, unemployment hitting you. You know, just everything, folks. Just come on the show. I'm allowing you, the listener, to come on the show. With that being said, welcome to tonight's feed. Like I said, we are broadcasting live in Tampa, Florida. I'm at my buddy's house here in Tampa. Not too far from downtown, believe it or not. A couple minutes, maybe 5-10 the most. It's been great, folks. Took a little vacation out here to Tampa. Visit some family as well. Went over to Clearwater earlier today. Yes, went over to Clearwater earlier today, and yeah, man, it was off the chain. Off the chain. We went over to Hogan's Beach Shop, and then he also has a bar and restaurant, Hogan's Hangout. Oh, guys, if you are looking for an awesome place to eat, head over to Hogan's Hangout. It's right off of Mandalay Boulevard. Right there off of, believe it or not, right down the road from the famous Pier 60. Head over there. Doing a free plug-in for you, Hogan. Head over there, guys, to Hogan's Hangout, guys. We had some awesome set of times over there earlier. My buddy and I, my buddy Jason and his wife went over there, had some beers, kicked it back, relaxed. Oh my God, it was phenomenal. The atmosphere, it's like you're in paradise. Well, you are in paradise. I mean, you know, you can't count it out. But guys, welcome to tonight's show. Guys, I want to talk about a lot of different things. I want to talk about what's going on in the headlines today. What's going on? You know, why is everything just going downhill? You know, why is everything going downhill? Why are we now seeing more COVID restrictions? I mean, the far left is crazy. I mean, they're nuts. They're deranged. They're out of control. Out of control, folks. They are out of control. These people, folks, will do anything they can possibly do to keep people miserable, depressed. You know, a lot of Republicans are now trying to lift the restrictions. You know, get people back to work. They want to end the unemployment, the COVID unemployment checks. You know, it's not as bad as we thought it was, folks. It's not as bad as we thought it was. It's going to get better. Like I said, things get worse before they get better, right? I mean, you know, we had some of us been locked up, cooped up in our own houses for a freaking year, you know. But things will get better, folks. They will get better before they get, I said that backwards. They're going to get worse before they get better, right? So, with that being said, I want to talk about, the restrictions. I want to talk about this new possibly fourth stimulus check. Yeah, like we, we haven't seen that coming in the works, right? A fourth stimulus check? Like, seriously? Like, what the hell is going on with this government? They just want to keep on printing fucking money, like it's nothing, right? Let's just print money. Folks, that's not going to help out the scenario. That is not going to help out the scenario. You cannot continue to print money. It's just not going to happen, folks. Get people back to work. Simple as that. I've been talking about that on my podcast. Y'all tune into my audio podcast on Spotify and Apple. Mainly, a lot of my listeners are listening to the Apple. They like the Apple podcasting. I just prefer Spotify. It's just easier. Download the app Spotify. I'm on them all, folks. Whatever app, whatever preference that you like. But these restrictions, folks. This is just terrible. I mean, people got to get back to work. They got to get back to work.
All right, folks, you're listening to a live feed here that we did on Facebook Live earlier tonight. We'll be right back after these words, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Since Maxine Waters has taken office, the 43rd District has only gotten worse. But Maxine, nowhere to be found. I'm from this neighborhood. Maxine isn't. Coming home after serving 13 and a half years in the U.S. Navy, I was shocked to find my community still in ruins. You would think that as a black leader in a minority-majority district, your prime responsibility will be to improve our communities. But that's not the case with Maxine. Since she's been in office, things have only gotten worse here in South Central Los Angeles. But she wouldn't know. She's too busy in Washington, D.C., making deals with lobbyists in D.C., making deals with lobbyists to line her own pockets with money. The only thing that's gone up faster than Maxine's net worth is homelessness in our district. 1 out of every 5 people in District 43 are living below the poverty line. 1 out of every 3 children are being raised in poverty. We have poor quality jobs and poor quality education, and gangs have taken over our streets. Violent crime in South LA is off the charts. In the first 2 weeks of 2021, this area had 59 shooting victims, compared to only 7 last year. But it's no surprise that violence has gone up in Maxine's district, considering she endorses violence. She's encouraged her constituents to harass and attack her political opponents. In the speech she gave in public, on camera, with no shame.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd.
And she thinks that's okay. Isn't that considered inciting violence? Maxine policies is keeping our community down. It's keeping our people oppressed. South Los Angeles deserves better. Instead of adding fuel to the political fires of division in America like Maxine, I think it's time for us to come together. It's time for us to rebuild South Los Angeles. It's time to fix our homeless problem, revamp our education system, rebuild our infrastructure and slash taxes, bring high-paying jobs to the district and end poverty, introduce financial literacy programs into our schools so our children can learn how to build generational wealth. The political establishment has failed our community on both sides. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. We need to unite. We can rebuild our districts, but we need people to represent us who come from our neighborhoods. Maxine is 82 years old. She's represented Los Angeles in Congress for over 47 years, and she hasn't done anything. She doesn't even live here, but I do. I'm Joe Collins, and I'm running against Maxine Waters. It's time for something different.
All right, folks, we're back here on the show. I had to take a quick little break, but we're back here on the show. Welcome back. I'm going to plug back in the Facebook Live that we did earlier today. Check us out, guys.
And that's as simple as that. Get people back to work. We were out earlier today. My buddy Jason and his wife, we were out earlier today, and we went over to like I said, we went over to Hogan's Beach Shop. We, had some beers, kicked back, enjoyed the ocean breeze coming off the Gulf, which is beautiful over there. Clearwater, man, oh my God, it's like paradise. But yeah, we kicked back, enjoyed, had some beers, and I'm telling you what, guys, the people over there, I mean, you get a mixture of different people, man. You get people that are wearing the mask. A lot of people aren't wearing the mask. They're just, they get it. They want their lives back. They want to enjoy the liberties and freedoms we have in this country. They want to, like I said, they want to sit back, like kind of do what my buddy and I were doing earlier today in Clearwater. They want to, they want to drink some beers. They want to, they want to relax. I mean, no one wants to be cooped up in their house all the time, No one wants to be cooped up. I mean, I don't know if anybody can see this, but I'm wearing this hat here. Proud American, right? Yeah, we are all proud Americans, right, folks? You see the red, white, and blue. Yeah, I wear this hat with pride, folks. And, everybody wants to get back to their lives. They want to get back to their lives. They want their freedoms back. They just want it back. I don't blame them. I do not blame them one damn bit. They want their lives back, folks. It's time to get their lives back. It's time to cut the shit and get back to life. But you got this Dr. Fauci the other day. Oh, did you hear that? What was it coming out of Breitbart News? Dr. Fauci is now Fauci. I can never pronounce his name right. You ever tune into my audio podcast? I call him Dr. Fraudsky. Yeah, Dr. Fraudsky basically was saying the other day that the ones that are vaccinated can take their masks off now and go back to life. Without their masks, they can enjoy themselves, shake hands, hug their family members, go to family members' gatherings. You can spend Christmas, Thanksgiving, the whole 9 yards again. Yeah, I think you're a little too late for that, Flossie. I think we were doing that even with the coronavirus pandemic, because folks, we all know this pandemic is over with. It's over with. We've seen that. It's over. It's over. I mean, how much longer can you manipulate the American people by literally keeping the same scenario that you were back in March, But, I mean, how much longer can you do that, folks? How much longer? But with that being said, I want to bring on a guest here that just joined in here. Let's bring him in. So as we're waiting for the feed to come in here, I don't know if he waiting for Facebook to add him onto the feed here. So he should be coming in sooner or later. It just says add, so we're gonna wait for him to join us up here. Got a guest coming on the show, possibly. Not making any promises. But,
here we go.
Big Robert, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
How you doing, man? You see my set? I got my set here. You're kind of sideways, but that's all right. But anyway.
Well, I'll turn it. There we go. My phone was. Let me.
So
So how you doing tonight? What you been talking about?
I'm doing good, man. You see, I'm down here in Tampa, Florida. I brought my set with me. Got my mic. Got my Patriot Angle podcast platter.
Nice. Yeah, I usually have a set. Good.
Yeah, I said I got about 60% of my my podcast set down here in Tampa. I couldn't get 30% on the plane because they don't allow special effect lights and fog.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
Cool. Yeah, we usually have a little setup in the basement where I could not be shaking around over here. We usually have a backdrop too, and but we had a yard sale and my basement's in disarray right now.
Oh, wow.
But, so what else is going on?
Welcome to tonight's show. Like I said, it's a special Thursday night open mic night. So, whatever you want to talk about, it's all open mic. I was trying to do it on the Zoom, but Zoom is giving me issues. So we had to go back to Facebook Live. That's okay.
Yeah, this gave me a little bit of an issue to log in at first, too. It took a minute. Like, I pressed a button and it wouldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
But then it finally...
Yeah, I hear you.
Finally got on.
But,
they're always giving issues.
I hear you. But like I was telling a couple other people, because if you check the beginning of this video, you'll see a couple of listeners came in and, we did some spit spat and stuff like that. So, I said, just give it about an hour after this Facebook Live's over, and then it's going to be formatted into the audio version on Spotify, Google, and Apple.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But we're talking about a lot of different things, Rob. We're talking about like what's going on with the restrictions. I was down in Clearwater with my friend Jason. Him and his wife. They're in the other room. They're a huge house here in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're only about like maybe 5-10 minutes from downtown Tampa, Ybor City area. But
Florida's ahead of the game these days.
I'm telling you, man. God bless Ron DeSantis. They're starting to call him America's.
All right, guys, you're hearing a live feed here that we did earlier on Facebook Live. Me and my buddy, a good friend of mine from New Jersey. I like to have some friends on the show because, they get it. They get the same idea of what's going on in this country. And you're hearing a conversation I had with my friend from New Jersey, my buddy Rob, basically just spitting politics, spitting politics and literally getting to the grit of what's going on. With that being said, folks, I'm going to take another break here, and I want to get back into this conversation I had with my buddy here. So we'll be right back after these words, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Patriot Angle.
Hey guys, we're back here on the show. Back on the show. You're listening to a conversation that I had my friend from New Jersey, my friend Rob. Conversation we had just not too long ago, earlier today. So let's listen in more on the conversation we had.
Mayor.
Yeah, no. Everybody wants him to run for president.
Yeah, he should be the next midterms are coming up, right? 2022. Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump, they got to get their acts together, man, because they got to take back the White House.
You ain't kidding.
You got these two idiots in office right now that don't know what they're fucking doing, and it's ridiculous.
Yep, it's 100% true. It went from a booming economy in 100 and something days. It's like everything's going to shit, quickly. I thought it would take them longer than that to ruin this country.
I mean, it's only been 4 months, and look where the country is at now. The economy's shit. We have border crisis right now at the southern border there in Texas. We have a humanitarian crisis.
Yep.
We have Biden and Kamala Harris taking taxpayer money and put immigrants in freaking hotels right along the southern border. It's crazy.
You see this new stuff about Kamala being what's his name? the guy, the talk show host with the bald head.
Arsenio?
Oh, no, not
Steve Harvey? Steve Wilkos?
I'm trying to think.
Oprah?
He was Montel Williams. She was like his side bitch.
Oh, okay.
There's pictures of him and his wife, and then he's holding Kamala's hand. She's wearing this little skimpy dress. You could tell it wasn't doctored. It's like a photo of them at like some award show or something.
Like a meme or something, right?
No, it was an article with their picture. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I got to read into that. I don't remember seeing that.
I just seen it popping up yesterday, and then I seen it a few more times today.
Who was the one that reported on that? Because I take a lot of my news off of Breitbart.
There was a few. I did see it on. I think it might have been on Breitbart, but I seen it in a few different spots, and I didn't really do any research on it, but coming from three pretty reputable places, it sounded pretty good. I got a kick out of it regardless.
Laundry was in the dryer,
but,
my basket.
Yeah, I was a little surprised, but
yeah, that's crazy. So I see you got a business. You want to let the listeners know what your business is and stuff like that, because
yeah,
just give it some time, because you know that as soon as you there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I said give it some time, because the more people listening to this, it's being viewed right now on Instagram and a couple other platforms. So you plug in your business, man, you get some more clientele, man.
Yeah, we got the website. He's got the website, but it's not fully. He's working on the website right now, fully.
Okay.
It's working on it.
So what's it about?
What's that?
What's your business about? What do you do?
It's basically creating a website, a social network for stoners.
For stoners.
And then but it's also linked to my friend's other thing. It's called New Jersey Musicians Wanted. And, weed and musicians usually go together. So you put them together, especially now in Jersey, where it's legal. So
Yeah.
people are starting to try to open businesses up. Why not jump ahead of the game? I mean, the New Jersey Musicians got almost 7,000 members on just the Facebook group. And then the 420VIPs.com has about
A little over 1,000 in the family.
a little over 1,000. And that hasn't really been pushed. With the musicians, that thing is growing by itself, because musicians love to meet with other musicians. But there's big plans in the future for it.
It gives them an opportunity to meet with other musicians and get their product out there.
Yeah, I mean, my buddy's got good plans doing renting out a place and throwing a big, musicians get together where it's either a battle of the bands or all different ideas, So it could be some good things.
Yeah, some good things. Yeah, that's awesome, man. They did pass the marijuana law there in New Jersey. Then, so it's
Yes, it's recreational.
It's legal now. Then you're saying.
Yeah, medically and recreationally.
That's awesome, man. The last election, I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. Georgia was only 4 or 5%. They almost passed it, but they haven't passed it yet. So hopefully, maybe the next election.
Well, it goes back federally. It goes back in front of Congress or someone in 2 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're trying to push it where the federal end is legal.
Yeah, they should push it for the federal end. I mean, you know how many benefits marijuana actually produces? I mean, it's just, let's get it legal. It's going to help.
Is the illegal market. People are, the Mexican cartels are killing people over it, stepping on toes. If you just make it legal, everybody's just going to grow it themselves. Everybody will be happy. They can make their own medicine. They can, there's a lot of different benefits. And the government can make a ton of money on it, put towards schools, all sorts of stuff.
Exactly. And I think there's a lot of criticism on marijuana because, the federal government sees it as, okay, it's going to kill people and this and that. I mean, yeah, if you're going to smoke like a chimney, it's going to kill your brain cells. Yeah, we all know that. But in the long run, it cures a lot of illness and a lot of, a lot of mental health awareness and stuff.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah, I mean, these soldiers that are coming back from war, and they have PTSD. It's going to clear that right up.
Yeah, and they give them a bunch of chemicals to try to fix it.
There is.
They smoke some weed, they feel better.
Matter isn't, but I dropped my cigarette.
And it's not only just weed, too. You can make edibles. You could just use CBD. There's all. The mixture. There's so many different other. They're studying. There's so many different other compounds in marijuana that could be beneficial also. So it's depending on.
But see, it's going to be hard to pass it on the federal level because you got to compete with big pharma. And big pharma is
there anymore.
Literally, you know how much money they're making off the vaccines right now, the COVID vaccines.
Even though they're giving them away for free, but they get kickbacks from the government to the big pharma, and it's $1 billion industry, billions of dollars.
I'm telling you. And what's funny about that? People will come up to you and say, "Oh, did you get your vaccine?" And you have your opinion, your political opinion. Or
I usually just say, "Nope." Are you going to get it? Nope.
You say you identify as vaccine.
Yeah, I tell them the same thing. I tell them the same thing, Rob. I say, you know what? It's not for me.
Yeah, I don't care if you go get yours.
Yeah,
you want to go get yours and worry about.
People.
I don't even. I was going to say something. I lost track.
Stick out his mind.
I'm trying to think. There are people giggling in the back.
Oh yeah, I hear them giggling. I think your camera froze or something. Oh yeah.
We're talking about yeah. I don't want one. I think the human body was built with an immune system for a reason. To put unknown chemicals in there.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna put something in your body, man, put it naturally. Marijuana is naturally. It comes from the earth.
Yeah.
And then
I believe God put it here for a reason.
Dying at the age of 65 and 70 years old. Well, because you're popping pills for your whole rest of your life. So.
Yep. I know people. I don't know if you've ever heard of the RSO, Rick Simpson oil.
What's that?
It's the Rick Simpson oil.
I never. What is that? Like a form of CBD or something? No,
it's pure THC, but it comes in like a thick tar, and all you take is like a little dot and you put it on your tongue for cancer patients, and you do it. It's a 90-day regimen, and people are walking away cancer-free. But you won't never hear about that because cancer. They don't want that to get out there.
No, the more cancer patients. God, I'm losing voice here. The more cancer patients you have, the more big pharma can make money off of that. They'd rather have people sick because the more sick people are in the country, the more they're in business.
Did you hear?
All right, folks, we're going to take another break. We'll be right back. Pretty interesting conversation having with my good friend out in New Jersey, Rob, on the show today. Be right back, guys, after these words.
I love this Rakuten app. Look at that. I open the app, find the store that I want to use, start buying, and gets me tons of cash back. I just got paid to shop.
My favorite thing about Rakuten is just getting money back in the mail.
I mean, who wouldn't want cash back?
Sign up today and get cash back with Rakuten.
Hey, guys, we're back here on the show. Got on the show today, Rob from New Jersey. Conversation we're having today about the marijuana industry and where it's going. So welcome Rob on the show. Pretty good conversation we're having. So tune in, guys. Really good episode we had today. This was earlier today on our Facebook Live edition. So here it goes, guys.
The possible side effects from the COVID. There's a lot of doctors coming out and say within three months to like 2 years, you're going to see people just dropping off. And then even past 2 years.
Oh, it's terrible.
And these are high-ranking doctors that are being silenced. You'll never find them on mainstream TV, but you'll find them posting videos, and they've been studying virology and all this stuff. It's not even a vaccine. It doesn't even. If you look at the definition of vaccine, it's not even this mRNA vaccine. It shouldn't even be called vaccine. It should be just mRNA. Just an mRNA.
It's a gene force
Yeah.
protocol.
You get a free beer if you get your shot.
Exactly. You know, it's like if we should learn anything, man, look at the 70s. Remember with the swine flu, they're pushing the same shit during the 70s. I think it was like 75 or 76, right before Ronald Reagan took office. Who the hell was one? Carter? Yeah, Jimmy Carter.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter was pulling another Biden pitch. Oh, get vaccinated.
Yeah, I guess who was behind that? Bill Gates.
Same shit in the 70s, same shit in the 20s too with the Spanish flu. You know, it's all political game. They're marketing.
The best part is they got video of Bill Gates back in the 70s, late 80s, 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
Speaking at a big seminar with thousands of doctors and scientists and this and that. And he talks about population control by using vaccines, by bettering healthcare and controlling the, like Planned Parenthood, that type of thing, you know.
Oh, wow.
And he's saying it right out in the open, but they hide it. You'll never see that on the news, but you look it up and it's there.
No,
you know, it's said.
Yeah, they won't report on that because it doesn't fit their narrative. If it doesn't fit their narrative, it's not going to sell on mainstream. That's basically what it is. Journalism today in America is basically dead, man. You know, journalism, like I said, I said it on my other podcast going back in April. Journalism, it's dead in this country. It really is. So
nobody trusts them. Nobody trusts them. Even the good ones, people are having a hard time trusting because they're all just lying.
I mean,
except for the ones you find on websites and podcasts talking the truth.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I was listening to Sean Hannity. And Sean Hannity was like, he was literally showing clips on his show of basically just different anchors. Jake Tapper from CNN, crooked CNN over there at Atlanta. So they're the most crooked freaking network out there. He was actually showing clips on his show the other day of how biased they are when Trump was in office for 4 years. But but when Biden says anything, they literally kiss his ass to every little message.
And all he does is babble. He just babbles. He gets mid-sentence, and then he starts stumbling, and then he talks about something totally different. It's sad. I feel bad for the guy, actually, because he's being used as a puppet.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah,
she wants him to die while he's in office.
Yeah.
And then, what's her name? Before he was inaugurated, she really wanted him to die. Because then she would step in because she's, I forget how it works exactly, but she wanted to get into the presidency. So she was picking somebody that's like on their deathbed, hoping for the right circumstances to play out where she has to step in, at least until everything.
Oh, God. God willing, man, if she does step in before 2024, can you see Nancy Pelosi as vice president, Kamala Harris as president? Oh, my God.
Oh, man. We better run for the hills. I'll go to Costa Rica and live in the jungle.
Make yourself a bunker in the backyard or something.
Right? Because they'll come for our guns real quick.
I'm telling you.
Granted, I don't even have a gun, but I believe in the Second Amendment right.
Yeah.
100%. It's...
Yeah. I mean, you go up to Georgia, man, where I live right now in Georgia, they have actual, like, the conservative rednecks out there in North Georgia. Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
They are like pro Second Amendment. There's actually signs on people's like property saying, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, I dare you to try to take my gun away. I mean, these guys are like pro Second Amendment, man. They don't mess with those hillbillies. I'm telling you right now.
No, they got ammo out. They've been collecting ammo for years.
Yeah.
I got friends up in Pennsylvania that all legally carry.
Yeah.
But they got, 12 different guns, thousands of rounds of ammo for each gun. They've been stocking up for years because they know something's going to go down. And they got hundreds of guys that they meet with every week that they talk and, not really meet at a place. They meet online or whatever they do. Yeah. And they all talk about a plan just in case. They got spots in the woods miles in.
Oh, God.
They're all ex-military, you know.
Yeah, they're locked.
Those are the guys you got to worry about. They've already seen war, half of them.
Yeah, pretty much, man. You know, like
they're already trained.
Those guys are like, you know, they have that forever like Civil War type of mentality. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're ready for a revolution.
Been, you know, gone and done for the last what?
Most of them are like, we don't want a civil war. We want a revolution. They want to turn over the whole government. Bring Trump back.
You know, that's what's going to happen here, man. You know, you're going to start seeing like Republicans literally like, you know, they're going to have to do something, man. They're going to have to do something.
But supposedly, I mean, I read some stuff that they said before Trump comes back into office, he's actually going to be arrested, tried. There's so many different, you know, ideas out there people are coming up with. But they're saying the reason is once he gets arrested, they're going to do things that incriminate them, and then it's going to get turned over, and then he's going to come out and go to jail. You know, this is a far-fetched thought, but there's a lot of people out there that think that's true. Like, they really believe it, you know, like hardcore. What's that?
I said, yeah, I agree with you, yeah. I mean,
and then you find the QAnon people, they're way out there. But I bet a lot of things they say come true.
Oh my God, those guys, I mean, some of those guys were at the Capitol Hill event back in January, man. Those guys are like hardcore, man. They're like...
But they have intel, you know, they have inside intel. Who knows if they're just making up a story or it's another narrative from the left. You know, it could be, there's a lot of different scenarios that can happen with it. I just take it with a grain of salt, you know, collect as much info as you can and then try to make your own decision on what you want to,
So like, you know, my thought on that whole Capitol Hill thing, man, you know, everybody has their First Amendment, right? It's a First Amendment, you know, free speech, all that stuff, man. You know, did they go a little extreme, man, with the, breaking into the Capitol? Yeah, they went a little extreme. I mean, you know, they should have had some positive signs and stuff, and kind of maybe march around the White House.
I've found video of 90% of them just standing back with their flags and everything like that, and the police actually letting them in the building.
Oh yeah.
But now, and there's video of the Antifa people inside the building, changing and putting Trump hats on, and then, like, saying they broke in. Like, I've seen, like, leaked videos. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Mind blown. Like,
Did you see that video? I think it was off of either Breitbart, or Newsmax. I think it was Newsmax. Yeah, Newsmax is good. They showed a very, very rare video that not even social media posted or mainstream media. And they have a video where cops are literally allowing these people inside the Capitol building to literally do what they want to do. You know? They said, as long as you don't break things or destroy or vandalize anything in these buildings, go ahead. I mean, that's pretty much what they were saying. So,
yeah, definitely.
It's kind of crazy, Is the Republican Party weak? No, I think they're more strong now than they were, 4 years ago.
The ones that are in office right now, there's a lot of them that are weak. Well, there's a few bad eggs.
There are weak, but I'm talking about the strong people that are strong right now.
Yeah, there's some good people in there.
Your Ted Cruz out in Texas, your
mm-hmm.
Oh God,
yeah, first brother.
Yeah, the representative from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh my God.
Oh, Marjorie, yeah, she's good. I like to listen to Dan Bongino's good. He talks about all straight politics,
Yeah, he's pretty good, man. I follow him a lot. I'd love to have him on my show one day, but that's all.
You never know. You never know. When you make it famous, he'll come on.
I'm telling you, man. You got to go back to my early roots here on the podcast. Back in 2019, man. I had a guy from Dublin, Ireland. Couldn't even speak a word of English, but he came on the Facebook Live feed and he was like just literally spitting this and spitting that. I'm like, shit, man. Hold on, man. I gotta get my Google Translate out for it. I don't understand a word you're saying.
My friend wants to show you a hat real quick.
Oh,
can he pop his head on real quick? He said just take the hat. Look at that.
Oh, there you go. Oh, shit. Was that LED?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What the hell does it say? Something.com?
Yeah, that 420.
Stop listening to the fear mongering. Oh, if you don't wear a mask, you're going to kill people. Seriously? A disease or a virus that has a survival rate of 99.9%? I think they'll take the chances and not wear a mask. With a survival rate that high? I mean, folks, this is idiotic, crazy shit. Terrible. Choice is yours, folks. Choice is yours. Stop listening to these crazy, delusional, schizophrenic at times politicians. I want to get into one more topic here before I close it out. I said this on the podcast yesterday. Anybody tuned into that podcast yesterday? That was a damn good show. Got some good ratings off that show, too. AOC. Yeah, the bartender from Bronx. She, which still, I have no idea how this woman got elected as an elected official. Literally. Because the woman does not have any positive agenda that comes out of her mouth. It just spits. I mean, she just, she goes from one thing to the next, and then she changes her thoughts, and then she's like, oh, well, I don't think that works, and Green New Deal. I mean, we've had to listen to that garbage for, months upon months. Now she's saying, due to the Capitol Hill events back in January, she's now taking counseling, therapy, because she says that the events that happened in Capitol Hill altered her lifestyle, her mentality level. She can't sleep good at night. She has mixed emotions, and so AOC is now saying that she's taking therapy. It's good for her and everything else. Oh my God. It's comical, folks. It really is. It's comical. Everything that comes out of the Washington swamp of liberals. I've said it once. I'll say it again. I'll say it till until I get bored of saying it, folks. Liberalism is a mental disorder. It is. It's clearly showing the mentality rate that some of these politicians just show on a daily basis. It's crazy. You have a former bartender that's now wanting to take therapy lessons or therapy sessions, because she says the Capitol Hill event altered her lifestyle. She can't sleep.
What the hell?
Oh my God, I'm telling you. What's next? In other news, anybody catch the UFO scenario? Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they're talking about UFOs again. Like, that's nothing old, right? Nothing new. I mean, we've known about UFOs since the 50s and 60s, folks. Longer before that, even. Nixon, Carter, Reagan. They all knew about UFOs. That's going to be the next pandemic, I think. Yeah. They were asking Jen Psaki the other day about UFOs. She couldn't even give a clear answer. Yeah, the White House press secretary of Biden. Yeah, they were asking about UFOs, and she looks at the reporter and she's like, "Yeah, I'm going to have to circle back on that one. Circle back on that question." And then did you hear the one reporter who was about a month ago, I think? I'll still bring it up because I think it's funny as hell. Like the levels of an embarrassment that comes out of this administration. One reporter asked the press secretary, how's Biden's health? She's like, well, it's hard to keep up with him. Yeah. She's not talking about his exercise routine, because I don't think the man exercises one day of his life. He doesn't exercise. You trying to tell me a man at his age, at his caliber, exercises every day, goes to the gym, lifts weights, does elliptical, does the Stairmaster, does all that? Yeah, he does the Stairmaster. He tried going up the stairs a couple months ago, 2 months ago. Damn near almost fell down the stairs. If he can't speak right, he can't walk right. So, yeah, he's hard to keep up with. Guy can't even say a complete sentence without. Yeah, we must unite. We must be pitching that unite crap the other day. He said that speech the other day. I damn near almost pissed my pants when I heard that. Funny as hell, I'm telling you. Funny as hell. Guys, I'm going to close out here. I want to thank anybody who did join the Facebook Live special edition here on the podcast. I heard a good friend of mine joined the show tonight, Rob out of New Jersey, spitting some good politics. And head over to his website.
You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle podcast, an Anchor platform.